I'm enjoying it so far. It's so addictive, and that's again just realistic. I hate him so much. Get rid of this man. I probably would have never read that book, so I really don't know how to feel. It's quite odd. I finished it and it's weird. Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel and welcome to another book vlog. Yay! I actually love filming book vlogs, which is why I keep doing them. I can't even tell you the last week that I didn't do a book vlog. I just keep doing them. So we're back with book vlogs, and today I'm going to do random number generator picks my reads. So I'm going to assess on the title, get a random number generator just on my laptop because I'm filming on my phone, so I'll do it on my laptop. And then on Goodreads, when you look at lists, it does tell you the number of books that it is. Let me just get it up. I'm not gonna have to count down, am I? I swear to God, it normally says the number. Okay, I actually do not know how to get them numbered. I don't know why. Anyway, so I've got them all up here. I just got a folder of my physical TBR and my Kindle TBR. I'm going to start with physical, then just alternate until the week's over. So there's 40 books in my physical TBR right now. So I'm just going to get a random number generator and then, you know, we'll go down. So from 1 to 40. Oh, I'm scared. Also, if it's in a series I'm doing a specific reading vlog for, so Fourth Wing, Akatar, Poison Torment, there might be some more, I'm not going to read it because I want to do them separately. But any other book, I don't really mind. Okay, can you see it? Book 9. Okay, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Next of Kin. Oh my God, this is in a series. Here it is. It's by Hannah Bonin Young. I actually do not know really anything about this book, but I really wanted to try it. I'm not even going to read the blurb because I like being surprised about my books. But here we go. It's the author of Out on a Limb, which I did read and really enjoy. So this is our first book. I will keep you updated as I always do in my reading vlogs, but let's just get straight into it because there's no time to waste, is there? There's no point me yattering on. Okay, this lighting is awful. I miss it being light outside. I'm on chapter 7, page 50 of Next of Kin. You already know that. Oh my God, I'm just gonna have to bring this down. That's a bit better. Okay, so I don't read the blurb of books. This isn't a spoiler because the first 50 pages, it was revealed very quickly. And I'm sure if I took time to read this hefty blurb, I'd find it out. But both the main characters, Luke and Chloe, he's called Luke, no, Warren, his brother's called Luke. Warren and Chloe both are, I don't even want to say single parent. They're like a single parent to their siblings. I honestly like this trope. I don't know, just something about it when the sibling to a lot younger sibling is acting like a parent. Obviously it's really sad because of the circumstances, but as a trope, I tend to enjoy books with it in it. I don't know, but Chloe's sister is newly born because her mum just gave birth and Chloe's having to take the baby, so yeah. Also, there are triggers in the start of the book, so read them if you need to. There's nothing that would trigger me, but just obviously everyone has their different triggers, so it's always good to check. And it's good that they put these at the start because obviously sometimes people say check triggers, but it's not in the book. So this is in the book very clearly for you. And Warren's brother is 15, so not that much of an age gap. I think Warren's 23, Chloe's 24. She graduated uni, and I really like it. I like how Hannah Bonin Young, she does a lot of representation of lots of different things because Luke, Warren's brother, is deaf, so they've got disability representation, they've got the whole foster care system representation, and she's just very good at doing real representations in a book, and it honestly doesn't feel forced because I don't know, it feels very natural because obviously everyone has romances no matter what, so I'm just gonna keep reading them. I just thought I'd update you. I do really enjoy it so far, but obviously I've read 50 pages. How long is it? It's probably like 350. Yeah, 360. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. How far am I? 130. I'm liking it. Oh god. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know what I'd rate it, maybe like a 4-star right now. I don't know, but I'm going to get in bed now, so I'll probably speak to you tomorrow. But do I have some updates for you? Also, ignore the line that's on my forehead because I had my bonnet on last night and it's just, it left a line on my head, and I've tried to wait for it to, you know, go down, but it just hasn't. So I have an important update. I finished it last night at about midnight. It's so addictive. It actually wasn't 350 pages. It was just over 300. Yeah, because what I really liked was there was an epilogue and then there was a 4 years later epilogue. There was like another one. It was so great. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought the premise of it, I haven't read something like that before. I don't think I've ever read single parent on single parent, but where it's both, I guess, single parent to your sibling type of thing. Single guardian. I feel like that's a better word, single guardian. But I haven't really read a single guardian on single guardian romance, and I loved the forced proximity, the fact that they were having to live together. The dynamic was so cute. I also, every so often, I do like a book where you're just in the female's point of view. I do often like that. Don't get me wrong, dual POV is incredible, but sometimes when you don't quite know what's going on, it was just so cozy, and there were so many dynamics and it felt so real. All the different dynamics, even just little dynamics like Chloe's friendships with people that she went to uni with, who she used to live with, just they felt real. Not even the whole family dynamic thing, just the little tiny relationships felt real and raw and just so realistic. I don't know, I just really liked it. And Hannah Young always does such a good job at doing realistic relationships and doing representation. I think I already said it to you, but Luke, who was Warren's brother, he is deaf, and so, you know, you've got that representation. And Chloe's mother struggles with a certain thing, which I don't want to say just because it might be a trigger for people, so look up the triggers, which is why Chloe ends up taking her sister. And that's again just realistic because people deal with that, people's parents, people themselves. And so it was such a good book though. I would really recommend it. I saw some people weren't so positive about it and were saying, you know, how did she go from this down a limb? But I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thought it was really good and I would definitely recommend it. So I do have the next book in the series on my Kindle, but I'm not going to read it. I'm going to hold off. Fingers crossed that the random number generator gets that one. What's it called? Next to You, I think, because the series is called Next. This one's Next again. I don't know if there's another book in the series. I'm actually going to check, but obviously we're just going to read whatever the number generator picks. And I think I'd said to you that I'm going to flip between Kindle and physical copy, so I'm going to read a Kindle book now. But how we already read one book and it's Tuesday, I didn't take me long. I maybe was reading for just over 3 hours because I read after tea last night from probably 7:30, if not 8 o'clock to, I probably read from 7:30, 7:45 until 9, and then I was in bed reading maybe from 10 to midnight, so it took me 3.5 hours. And I would definitely recommend. Yeah, there's only 2 books in this series. That's okay. Next to You's Lane. Okay, so I've got my Kindle TBR up. I'll get it in the same format it was in yesterday. This one. There's 54 books, so I'm just going to go to random number generator. Book 34. Oh, it's definitely not Next to You because that would be book 5. Okay, book 34. So that's go down. That's the 6th row. The 4th one on the 6th row. Okay, so 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Long Shot, okay, by Kennedy Ryan. I think this is a long book. I do have the whole series, I believe. Where is my Kindle? Oh, this is a long book. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for long books, and this one is a long book. Okay, this isn't a series like this one. Why am I just starting so many series? I'm not a start series and don't finish them girl. I love finishing them, but I can finish them after this video if I enjoy it. Long Shot. Oh, there's only 3 books in the series. Okay, Long Shot, here we go. 462 pages. Okay, that's not that bad. It's by Kennedy Ryan. Well, there you go. That is our current read. I'm hoping that it's going to come on here. Long Shot. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. And I think it's a basketball romance. So sports romance. Right. It's marked as currently reading on my Goodreads. I will add it to my Fable and then we can get started. I'm not going to start reading right now, but I just thought I would get it ready so that, because I like when I dry my hair, when I diffuse it, I like just sitting there with my Kindle reading. So I wanted to have it ready for when I'm drying my hair. This lighting's awful. Let's just ignore that. So the main characters are August and why am I forgetting her name? Oh my god. Iris. Oh my god, of course. So August and Iris, and currently Iris has a different boyfriend, Caleb. I hate Caleb. I hate him so much. He is the most sexist. He expects, oh my god. Why do you think you have any right to decide what Iris does with her life, where she works, what she wants to do with her life, with her body? Why do you think you get to decide? Why do you think you get to decide? Something has happened big. I'm only on chapter 6, page 60. Oh, something has already happened and he's trying to take control, and it's related to her, herself. He does have something to do with it, but not much. And I don't want to say what it is because I just read the blurb on Goodreads and it doesn't mention it there, so I don't know if it's known fact, but something happens. Wait, just skip to this point if you don't want to know. I don't think it will really be a spoiler, but just skip to here, just so I can talk about it freely. Okay, I hope you're gone. She's pregnant with Caleb's baby. Okay, so we're back to present day. Yeah, and it's just like, why did that have to happen? But he is being gross and it's his fault. I know it is. And I hate this man. Can you break up with him, please, right now? The book's like 450 pages. So we've got a long way to go. I'm 15% through. We've got a long way to go before they're together. Can it just end? Can we have a 200-page book and you're just together and you just forget about this Caleb? Because I hate him. I really hate him. I hope it's not a love triangle. I honestly don't think it will be. Get rid of this man. And Caleb and August are also opponents because they both play for opposing teams. Because, well, currently they're at college level, but they're about to be drafted. We're getting to that, even maybe in this chapter, I don't know. But they just played against each other. So there's all that drama. And why does there have to be drama in every book? Why? Tell me. Tell me why. I actually could have lived without this drama. I sound like I'm being really negative. The book's okay. It's pretty good, actually. I don't know, 3.5, 4 stars so far. It's good. I just hate this man, but I know that once we get him gone, because he's not even like the couple that we're rooting for, because we're in August and Iris' point of view. So at the end of the day, we know that Caleb is going to be gone. But it's like, just get him gone already, because I really like August and I really like Iris. So why have we got this middleman? Why have we got him here? There's no point in him being here. Leave. No one cares about you. Even Iris doesn't care about you. I hate privileged, stuck-up men. Ugh. We need to talk about Long Shot, guys. I haven't finished it. I'm just gonna get my Kindle right now and we're gonna check how far through I am. Let me just say, look up trigger warnings. So, okay, I'm 58% of the way through. I did not know. I did not know that this was going to be the direction of the book. Had I known, I don't know if I'd have picked it up. And it's just so hard because, so I've read the first half now. It's kind of split into two halves, and the first half is very hard to read. I have read this topic before, and I'm not going to name the topic because either some people might not want a spoiler and some people might be triggered by it, so I'm not going to name it. This topic I have read books out before. Elle Kennedy has covered it. You know, quite a few books do cover it, and it's a very important topic to cover because it's very common. I have never read it in such graphic detail and so much, and it was so hard to read because it was just like, I felt helpless. I know that Iris was so helpless. It was just so horrible to read, and just know that this happens to so many people, women especially, happens to so many people in general, but women especially. And it was really hard to read. So do with that what you will. If you think that means you should maybe look up trigger warnings, do so. I was not triggered by it, but I think that I wish I'd known what to expect, because I don't even think it would be a spoiler. I don't want to mention it, but I don't think it would be a spoiler, so I would recommend looking it up. So this first part, it's very, very deep, very hard. There isn't romance. Don't go into the first part expecting there to be a romance, expecting there to be love, expecting there to be cute, giggly, kicking your feet, because it's not there. There isn't a romance going on right now. I imagine that now in the second part we are going to get to that, because at the end of the day it's a romance story. We've got dual POV with August and Iris, so I imagine they are going to get together. That would make sense. But we're so far from that right now, and that is the least of Iris's worries. And yeah, like I said, it's a very important topic for books to talk about. But at this point, if this was the whole book, I would not rate it. Not because it wasn't good, not because it was bad. I simply couldn't rate it because it wouldn't feel right to rate it. So I do not have any gauge on what rating it is. And I wouldn't say that I'm enjoying the book, but I'm also not like hating the book. It is a very good book, and I feel like the writing is done. It's representing this very well. I think Kennedy Ryan did a very good job at portraying it in a way that makes you really sympathize with Iris. Not that you would ever sympathize with, but Iris, I obviously always on Iris's side, the victim's side, but just, yeah, it's so hard. It was really hard to read. So I didn't want to talk to you last night about it, but I couldn't put it down because I needed Iris to be okay. So I'm not going to read right now. I have some work to do, but I'm going to read later tonight, and hopefully it's a lot more enjoyable. But yeah, like I said, I actually would not be able to rate it right now just because of the topics covered. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it for you. So yeah. Okay, so we're getting a bit more now into the romancy part. I'm 75% of the way through, but not too far into the second half. I'm like less than 100 pages into the second half, and it does kind of feel like a different story in a way because this is now the romance. I am enjoying it. I like them together. So yeah, I like it. I am enjoying them together. So for this part of the story, at least, it's definitely at least a 4-star. Obviously, I know I spoke about the fact that rating the first part, not too sure about that, but I'll probably end up just giving my rating based on the second half, if you know what I mean. Okay, it's the next day. I finished it. It's so hard. I gave it 4 stars. I think it was a very good book. It was very, very good. It was very well written. It covered a very hot topic, and I feel like it's important that books cover these topics because it shows that these things happen, and it almost gives women the reassurance that either they're not alone or also that there's a way out. And like at the end of the book, there were lots of resources, lots of phone numbers, websites, everything. So I think if It's a very important book, very good, and it was very good. The romance in the second half, incredible. I love them both. I think they were so well suited and they were perfect for each other, and it was so good. It's hard to put into words, but it was really good. I gave it 4 stars. Honestly, it could be higher than that. I really don't know. But I think just because it's so hard because it was such a hard read, the first half of it, that I wasn't enjoying the book. And so for me, when I'm not enjoying a book, I'm like, well, it's not 5 stars, but I feel like it could be. It very well could be a 5 stars, honestly. But I've marked it as 4 stars. I don't know. This type of book, honestly, doesn't even need a rating. It was very good. I think if you look up the trigger warnings and you know that you are able to read it, you can handle reading that, I would 100% recommend reading it, because I feel like it's a very important book, very important topics covered. So I would recommend you reading it if you can, basically. I'd heard that it was a hard book and that it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, but I hadn't looked up the trigger warnings. I honestly was okay reading them. It wasn't something that triggered me, and I feel like I've said this, so I'm not going to go over it because I know I've spoken about it a lot. I would recommend it as long as you are okay to read this type of book, then read it. And it's on Kindle Unlimited, so you can always give it a try. So I knew that last night I was going to finish the book before I wanted to go to sleep, so I filmed me picking out the next book last night, so I'm going to insert that clip now. Very confusing. In the clip I was so confused about what to say. I couldn't get my words out, so I filmed it last night, but you're now going to see it now, and then I'll come back to you. So it's currently Wednesday night when I'm filming this part of the clip. It's the same clip from when I was speaking about the book last night, I guess, for you, because when you're seeing this, it'll be after I've finished updating you about the book that I read. But I imagine I'm going to finish it tonight, so I thought I would just spin the wheel now to find out what my next read is going to be, so that I don't have to speak to you when I'm later tonight, tired, maybe emotional. I don't know how the book's going to end. Obviously I might not end up reading or starting another book, as in tonight. Obviously I'm going to start another book after this one, but tonight, what I'm saying is I'm going to pick the next book now, even though when I'm filming this I haven't finished Long Shot yet, but when you're seeing this I have finished Long Shot. Okay, I don't know why I made that so much more difficult. So I'm going to go to my physical TBR. There's 39 books in there. I swear there was 40. Oh no, it was 40 last time. I thought it was 41. I think there was something, I don't know. Okay, random number generator. So I'm going to 39. Wait, I'm just going to get the books so that they are like going across, so it's easier to count. Okay, random number generator, 1 to 39. I don't even know what I'm hoping for. Where's the mouse? Okay. 7. So that's the first one on the second row. Okay, it's Iron Flame. I haven't read Fourth Wing, so we're gonna have to spin again. Let's spin again. 20. Okay. 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. The Perfect Guy. I've kind of been putting off reading this book. I don't even know why. I think it's highly rated, but I've been putting it off for some reason. So let's get it. Here it is. I do not even know what it's about. A rising Broadway star and a rich man. Okay. I don't even know when I bought this book, but I guess this is the next read. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Whatever though. The whole point of this video is to get through my physical TBR, and I probably would have never read that book. So hooray for that. But that's the next book. So I'll now speak to you when I finish reading that. Well, no, when I've started reading that. I don't even know. I'm so confused about the timelines. It will make sense when it's edited together. The next time I speak to you, I'll start reading this. Okay. Okay, so we're back. The Perfect Guy. I have read this much. I think 50 pages, 59 pages. It's about royals, which I should have known because the series is called Filthy Rich Royals. I actually have no idea where I got this book from because it's got 86 reviews or something like that on Goodreads, so it's not a popular book. It's not really known, so I don't know if I got it in a bundle on Vinted or something. I feel like I did, and I got it so long ago. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I really don't know how to feel. It's quite odd because we've got royals, which I wouldn't read about, but also, so the male main character is a royal. He has just inherited the title, and the girl is an actress on Broadway in New York, and this guy, I don't know if he's Prince of Liechtenstein, which is in Europe, I believe. So I'm not really sure how it's going to work. I assume he's going to move to New York because he's about to take a trip to New York. But I'm just slightly perplexed. But honestly, I think if I hadn't picked this book in this video, I would never have read it. So at least it's good that I have picked it. So we'll see, won't we? Dates. I'm this far through, 200 and something, 203, crazy. It's okay. I mean, I'm gonna finish it, but it's definitely the worst book of this video so far. It's such a weird premise. Well, it says it's on the blurb, so I feel like I can tell you. If you don't want to know anything about the book, skip to here, but it is on the blurb, so yeah. Basically, the main character, what even is she called? Reagan. She has found out that she can't get pregnant. No, wait, she can get pregnant, but there's like a ticking time bomb a bit quicker than the average person because she's pretty young. She's 20s, so she decides that she wants to have a baby, but she wants to be a single mom. Well, not that she wants to, but she's willing to, if that means she can have a baby now. You know, she's not going to wait to meet the perfect person in order to have a baby. She'd rather have a baby than wait, so she's willing to be a single mom if she needs to. And then this guy, who's literally a prince of some European country, wants to impregnate her. I finished it, and it's weird. That's kind of all I have to say to you about this. It was a weird book, very weird. Very, very, very weird. I gave it 2.5 stars. I didn't really like it. I thought it was just such a weird premise. I don't know why I got it in the first place. So yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you do you. Obviously, I saw that people really enjoyed it. It has a relatively high average rating on Goodreads, so obviously some people like it, but it just wasn't for me, and that's okay. So I'm not going to pick my next read, so we're going back to Kindle TBR. So let's just get it up. Obviously, again, if it's part of a series I plan on doing a vlog for, so although I don't think there's any series on Kindle downloaded that I plan on doing separate vlogs for. So I've got 53 books on my Kindle TBR. I hope I get Next to You, the second book in the series Next, which is the first one that I read. Betting on You by Lynn Painter. We'll see. So let me just put it in the funny format. Perfect. So there was 53. So let me get a random number generator. Okay. So 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The dirty version. What is this? I feel like I might have had an arc for this, actually. Yeah. Oh my god, it comes out the 1st of July. Heat rises and sparks fly when a surf town author and an intimacy coordinator are thrown together to write new, steamy scenes for TV series based on her hit novel and this deliciously fun debut romance. Interesting. It only 10 ratings. It's got an average of 4 stars. It's workplace, forced proximity, enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine. Okay, I'm excited. So the dirty version, how long is it? I don't know. I'll just get it up on my Kindle. I'm excited. It's a cute cover. I'll put the cover on the screen because it's an ARC, a digital one, so I don't have a cover on my Kindle. That which is really boring. How long is the book? It doesn't say. Let me see. On Amazon, it doesn't say the length there either. Great. Okay, reading update. Why is this camera so low? I'm gonna have to bring it up. It's not like this height though. Have I grown, shrunk? I don't even know. I'm about 50% through. I don't even know how I feel. I feel like I'm not really getting into it properly. It's really hard. It's not in first person, it's in third, and that always puts me off. I need to stop reading books that are in third person because I really don't like it, if I'm honest with you. It just, I don't know. I get confused. So yeah, I'll update you tomorrow when I've read more, hopefully I finished the book, maybe. Okay, I finished it. I think it's around a 3-star. I kind of didn't like it. It was so hard to get through. The writing style, I don't know if I had an issue with that. The fact it wasn't in first person, the fact that it just kind of felt jumpy and cutty and not seamless. I don't know, I just wasn't the biggest fan. Didn't really like any of the characters, especially the main ones. So yeah, I kind of struggled with it. I don't know if I'd recommend it. It's really like a 2.5, 3-star. So I feel like this video very much went downhill because I started so well with Next of Kin, a long shot, and then The Perfect Guy, so weird, and then this just like not good. So yeah, honestly a bit of an unsuccessful video. I'm not the biggest fan, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, just a quick summary. Let's go back over Next of Kin. That was a 4-star. I really enjoyed that. And then Long Shot was a 4-star as well. And then The Perfect Guy was a 2.5 star. And this is either 2.5 or 3, probably 3. So thank you for watching. If there are any other reading vlogs that you want to see, let me know. And yeah, I love you. Goodbye.